Hi everyone. It's been a minute. I've been doing some of my own, I guess, soul searching and work on myself. I'll cleanse our space here. If you hear crackling, I think that's my candle. Okay, well, welcome back. Sorry for the long delay. And it was necessary. Sometimes we have to step away and do some work on ourselves and get some perspective on what's going on. And those of you that were here in the beginning or have been here before know that my intention is to send loving energy to the animal spirits. Not for anything in return, just because I was guided and had a download that they were in trouble somehow, and that it would be a good idea to send loving energy. So I did several videos over a month period, or 2 months maybe, I'm not sure. And we sent energy to the animal spirits, and we asked for if they had any messages that they wanted to share with us. So today I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull an animal card from this deck, and I'm also going to pull a card from the What's Your Word deck. And the What Your Word deck guides you to, some insight. Looks like there's a little bit of smudge on there. But before we do that, the guidance from this deck is to start with centering yourself and taking 3 deep breaths. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Take 3 deep breaths. So let's take a deep breath in. Hold it for a second. Release. And let's just do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. Hold. And release. And 1 more. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And release. And I don't know about you, but that definitely helps me. So first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use these cards. I'm going to shuffle, and I'm going to pull one. That wasn't a very good shuffle. Let's try that again. There we go. And 1 more. Sorry about the throat clearing. A little bit of allergy stuff going on. Okay, so our focus is, what can you do that you could not do a year ago? I'll let you think about that. I could think of several things for myself. What could you do? What can you do now that you could not do a year ago? I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I don't know if you can see me in the corner of the video shuffling the cards down here. It's just more room. So I'm going to cut the deck. And I'm just going to take our top card. And let's see what our message is. Oh, Bat Spirit. A rebirth is assured. Isn't that interesting? I've been away for a while, and this is kind of like my rebirth on this channel. Can't remember if I got Bat Spirit before. Okay, so I'm going to read the upright. After something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured just as night gives way to the dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Bat Spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one, for the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in the new. An amazing life is forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. That spirit reminds you that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. That spirit has listened in the darkness of night and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found, and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. That spirit asks you to trust what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel like you are in the dark, know that come morning all will be revealed and things will be in a new form that is right for you. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And it sounds familiar. I think maybe I have drawn Bat Spirit before, but I'm going to trust that that's the message that needed to come through today, because this is a rebirth. It's a rebirth of my channel. It's a rebirth of myself. A lot has gone on since I was last on the channel. I got a lot of insight that I won't go into right now. Let's see, where can I hold the pendulum that you can see it? I don't know if you can see it right there. Let me hold it. So there's the pendulum. I'm going to go ahead and start sending energy. I'm going to have to adjust my setup a little bit. I'm sorry about that. But that little swishing that you can see is the pendulum. So we're going to send loving energy to the Bat Spirit family and thank them for the message of rebirth. I know I'm grateful. Sometimes, lately, since I've taken a step back, sometimes when I do this work, light language wants to come through. So if that happens, don't be alarmed. You'll know if it's for you. You'll know if it's something that you should align with. And if not, feel free to click off if it comes through. You don't want to I don't want to limit what I'm doing, but I also don't want others to feel like they have to stay if it doesn't feel right. So trust your own intuition. After all, at this time in history, I do think that we are moving toward our own personal sovereignty and knowing what's right for us and trusting that. Okay, so the pendulum is still. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse our space again. I want to thank you for being here. I hope that this message was helpful in some way. And don't forget that our question had to do with what can you do now that you could not do a year ago. And interestingly enough, when Bat Spirit talked about relationships, I was thinking about some people in my life that a year ago, there were relationships that were, I'll just say, more difficult than they are now. And so things have changed, which has been great. So I'm going to leave you with that. and I will see you next time.